incredible deterrent capability by pre-positioning significant amount of equipment in NATO.
So let's talk about the equipment. The Ukrainian MP who just spoke with Allison said, give us the weapons, give us the tools, we will do the job. We know that the Pentagon has ordered more of these drones, these Switchblade drones. They're actually a different generation of the drones that were promised back in March. What do we need to know about these?
Well, the reason that the Ukrainians are doing so well are really three things. Number one, the will of the Ukrainian people. They're winning that war. The second is the war of logistics. They're winning the war of logistics. We've seen how terribly the Russians have performed and how brilliantly the Ukrainians have performed. But the third element is technology. The Ukrainians are leveraging technology. They're using drones in an incredible way. And this is one manifestation of that. This drone, this Switchblade drone. Now, the first iteration was a 300. That's a small tube-launched munition that's not really that significant against anything other than anti-personnel targets. This is a tank killer. And this is the kind of technology that we need to get out there. Now, the Ukrainians are being incredibly innovative. They essentially have a skunk works on drones that are happening day by day. They have a real-world laboratory. They have 50 teams. They police the people that were formerly model airplane enthusiasts and put them together into 50 teams. They're launching 300 missions a day, and they're doing most of their activity at night. They have taken out 2,300 mechanized vehicles. They're using the drones to provide situational awareness for their artillery and for the javelins.
Yeah.
It's been an incredible combat multiplier. We need more of these in their hands.
General, are the Ukrainian forces prepared for this next phase of this war in which Russian forces will encircle the eastern part of the country?
I think they are, but we need to keep doing what we're doing right now. As we know, right now there's a huge counteroffensive going on. The Russians are trying to do a withdrawal under fire, a very difficult maneuver. Even the best armies can't do it. It is really turning probably more into a rout. And why this is so important is because all the equipment, all the personnel that are out there right now, the Ukrainians need to strike now. They need to counterattack now and capture as much of that equipment as they possibly can. They've already captured 150 tanks. And what they do, and when they get that equipment, they can capture it or destroy it. Number one, it's not going to be able to come back and haunt them when the Russians move back around here.
Yeah.
Now, this is going to be a rail operation, probably. This is 800 miles. This is the distance from Chicago to New York City. This is going to take at least 3 weeks. So we have a little bit of time, but they need to continue their counteroffensive north of Kyiv. They need to grab these assets, and they need to redeploy them back into this area, because we know that they eventually want to try to take this area right in here.
Yeah.
Now, I would tell you, this is tank terrain. Unlike the area around Kyiv, this is high mobility, open terrain tank. So that's why NATO needs to push for those T-72 tanks,
Yeah.
the artillery, the helicopters, all the things that the Ukrainians can do so they can get maneuver operations, because that's what this phase of the war is going to be, a maneuver war.
Yeah.